everyone. Guess what? We have a returning guest. Isn't that great? This is my first returning guest. I hope to get more. We have Matt Sem. Matt Sem, the 86 Kids. His book is out and he's going to tell us all about it. Welcome, Matt, to the show. Welcome. Thank you for holding up your book, The 86 Kids. Thank you for coming
Thanks.
back. Wow, it's so nice to have you back on the show.
It's nice to be here, Sylvia. I'm excited to be back and promoting the book that is now published and ready for the public consumption, as they say.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Where's your book available?
Where is it available?
Where can we buy it?
You can buy it on Amazon. It's in three formats. It's on Kindle for $9.99, Amazon for paperback for $20, and hardcover for $27.99. But you go right on there. You can go to my website to buy it as well, www.mattsembooks.com. Click on buy now. It'll take you right to Amazon, the link. You can buy whatever format you like. There's also a sample you can read as well to kind of get you a little gist of what the book is actually about. And yeah, and also Barnes and Noble, I just got my word today that it's on their ebook now. And the paperback and hardcover will be later in a couple of days. They'll be in a couple of days to be on Barnes and Noble as well. So if you like Barnes and Noble as well, yeah, that's another thing, another venue you can buy my book, I should say, vendor. Yep.
Very nice. Congratulations, by the way, because I had him on the show before his book was out. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You should check out that show. It has over 500 views and growing. It was a great show.
Yeah, I was very impressed by it. It did a good job, and I know it's apparently it's a very big topic. The 80s is such a fun topic to talk about, and also since I wrote about it as it's a great feeling to have it viewed that many times as well.
Absolutely. So on with the questioning. Here we
All
go.
right.
So how did the book turn out now that it has been published?
I think it turned out great. Like I showed the cover before, and they've seen the cover. I thought the cover was very, very well done. I thought it was really cool, and the back cover as well has perfect stuff about the book, about the author. As you can see from right here, it's got all kinds of good stuff. I like the picture. I like the layout. It's kind of got an old design. As you can see, some of the white kind of faded on the cover, like some kind of resembles something that's been used before, kind of like the 80s. Kind of gone to that spot. So I think it turned out well. There's also black and white pictures in the book you can view of myself and my family. Some really old school pictures, like Polaroid stuff. We're going way back in the time. So, yeah, I thought it turned out really well, and I'm excited to give it out to the public.
Could you read something from the book that pops that you think is relevant? Something great from the 80s, a little excerpt, a little teaser.
Oh, you want me to read something?
Yeah, a little
What are you
teaser.
going to talk about?
Anything from the book
Uh,
that you think we should know about. What do you think?
well, I think one of the best things that's in the 80s, and a lot of people agree with me that grew up, is the high roller parties, skating parties. You go there and have your and back in the little bit in the book is when I had a crush on her name is Holly, and everybody's in competition to be her girlfriend. Or sorry, to be her boyfriend. Sorry, that was backwards. That was kind of funny. So you would request go to the DJ. They had all the counters up here. Yes, I like to play Heaven by Brian Adams, and then request, who is this for? Well, it's for Holly. Okay, well, I'm not gonna give any spoilers. It didn't turn out the greatest for me as far as that goes. That someone else, I guess I gotta say it, someone else got her for that. And then when you requested your song, you go around, you skate with them in a little circle, and then the next one to go, and the next one to go, and then you have the whole entourage of kids out there on the skating rink, you could say. And my skating was just awful. I was able to stand up and not follow her, but when the lights go out and the disco ball comes on, you're like, where am I? Can I stay on this? And you don't want to like fall because, oh gosh, no, don't see me fall. But it was a little experience in the book, a little excerpt that's pretty cool. It goes into more detail with the songs and how much it costs to rent the skates, and I don't know. There's all kinds of fun stuff with that about that in the book. So that's a little excerpt from that.
I couldn't skate if my life depended on it. I went maybe once or twice with my friend and I kept falling. It was embarrassing. But you know what? I had fun. The music was playing. It was great. So I look at the positive, so who cares? It was still fun.
And I think just to your point, I think the music was so great. And they
Yeah.
didn't just, it was mostly 80s, but they would go back and play some Bee Gees, Staying Alive and the stuff that would get you in the little disco moment. Because obviously we know that 79 and the 80s kind of transition from the disco to the pop rock kind of feel with a lot of synthesizers in the 80s, which is a big part of my book. Like Van Halen's a big part of my book too, as well. We did that in the talent show. That was kind of fun. When you're some big rock stars back in the day, everybody likes to dream about that. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lot of awkward moments. Like I said, it was another good part of the book to read about and kind of remember. If you had your own experience, that's great as well with it.
What's the reception been like for you now that the book that you're a published author? What's the reception been like for you now that you're a published author? Pardon me.
It's okay. It's been great. As soon as I've sent a lot of stuff to my family and well, my family's here, my friends and people I've grown up with as well. And it's been like, wow, I can't believe you got your book published. My phone kind of blew up off the hook with all these texts and emails, and I was very, very surprised. And I was very, as a first time author, you never know what you're going to get. And I think the best thing was just the admiration that, hey, I never got a book published. I never known an author, and I know one author, from that time. So yeah, it's the reception's been very steady, and as it goes on, hopefully it'll get more and more as the PR and the marketing works on as well for the book. And I think it's going to take off. The 80s is a big subject, and of course, this is a memoir about 1 year of that. It's not just about the 80s, the fashion, the music, and etc. It's just about a kid growing up in that time frame. So yeah, it's been great. It's been kind of surreal to me as an author. And once you have your ISBN number, in the database, you're actually an author. So it's kind of like a dream come true in the literary sense that I can really appreciate it.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm proud of you. It's great. How long did it
Thanks.
take you to write the book?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yes, I started in 2004 in North Carolina. I was a tennis pro over there. I might have said this a little bit in the last show, but I'll kind of go into that again. I had a lot when it was raining. I was a teaching professional in the clay course. When it was raining, you didn't have anything to do. My boss left. And so I thought about home a little bit. And I thought, oh, this story sounds cool to write about. And so it just flowed. The big thing for me is I did the beginning first, and the end second, and the body right in the middle. I thought that's the way it's easier to put the body in once you have your beginning and your end. So 2004, and I did the majority of that until 2008. And then I didn't finish it. The jobs come into play, life comes into play. Probably 2018 is when I actually finished the book. And so that was the biggest thing. And of course, I just wanted this to be for myself and my friends at the start. But then I researched so much the 80s and it's such a great time. Who doesn't want to go back? So yeah, it took about, what would you say, 14 years off and on. But I wrote a lot of it right away. And I'm going to show you that right now too.
Okay.
This is kind of cool, actually. I get some animation. I'm going to do this a little bit here.
All
Got
right.
Salem's Lot right there. Okay,
Huh.
a little comedy there. Here's the first book. This is a handwritten. This is my actual startup. It's kind of sloppy. Look at my handwritten
That's cool.
86 kid. The first,
That's very
I
cool.
know.
Oh, wow.
And,
Impressive.
and
Wow.
you have like, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a little sloppy, but it's hard for me to look in there. I can't see.
I see. That's cool.
And it just, I guess the hardest part, if you see this, the handwritten notes is like that.
Uh,
Get all handwritten. My writing is so bad. I had to I couldn't read some of it when I was going back to do it. I go, what are you doing? Slow down.
You're
What's
not the
going
only
on? I go,
one. You're not the only one. My handwriting's not good either. Yeah.
oh, mine is talk to all the classic people grow up. Mine's probably ask my mom. It's probably the worst. You go, what are you? It might have been a really funny thing or a good point, but I'm like, what does that even say? What is that word? So yeah, those are both the books I used to finish it, book one and book two, just in a
Chicken
composition
scratch.
book, I guess you could
Chicken
say.
scratch.
Yeah, yeah, like what am I doing here? And then it's kind of cool as a writer. I would put little notes of what I wanted to write about more in the book. Like on the top of the page, I put something, oh, remember to put this in, then you put it in later in the book. So that's kind of how I did. And those things are still 2000, kind of taped that one together, but it's still going. So
That's cool.
that's
That's
pretty
really
cool.
cool.
Yep.
I like that. Rough drafts, rough drafts.
Two of those are really rough drafts. Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm.
Writer at its work. We get to see how a writer works, the rough drafts, what you go through. It's not easy, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not.
No.
I'm not a writer. I write on Substack, but that's just articles. It doesn't compare what he's doing. And
Oh yeah.
that's
And
how
most, I'm sure, writing now, I write some more books. Obviously, I'm using the laptop and the computer. Back in the day, yeah, I don't really have all that technology. I mean, it was 2000, so you did, but I was at work, just I'm gonna write it down. So yeah, it's cool.
do you have any interviews or book signings coming up?
Good question. I do have um an interview, a phone interview coming tomorrow with the Wassa City Pages. That's a local paper here, just to talk about my book. They haven't read it yet, but they want to know more about it because it's local. Next Thursday, August 7th, I will be on 107.9, The Big Cheese, to do a radio interview
Ah,
from 8 o'clock in the morning that day. It's based out of the main court of Stevens Point, but it plays Central Wisconsin to Wausau and all that. And they were talking to the guy on the phone. He has such a good radio voice. Obviously, he's on the radio. So they're going to interview me about the book and all that with it. So I'm very excited about those interviews. I've been on the radio. I haven't been on the radio before. I'm very interested in the radio because
ah.
growing up, remember Casey Kasem's Countdown?
Yes, top 40.
So that was,
Or on Sunday,
I
what was the top 100 with Dick Clark? That was
mm-hmm.
great.
Yeah,
I missed one show. I watched them all. Yeah, that was great stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So I want to just see how that goes with that. And of course, and I should say, of course, there's like a West Side kind of bonanza they're going to have, where they're going to have local authors. The story seller down in Wausau is going to have. Hopefully, I get a table over there and I can, do my book that I do a book signing that way to try to get in the bookstores. I will be in the bookstores. My book will be in Yankees in Wausau, the story seller, and also Barnes and Noble. So I'm very excited to see it on a shelf locally. You don't really. It's fun. It's one thing to see it on Amazon, and that's awesome and Barnes and Noble. But then when actually see it and walk in the store and see your book on a shelf, that's another thing.
Oh yeah. That's the best thing. Yeah. And that's the
It
way
is.
we used to do it in the olden days. There was, nothing online. It was all in the store. And you're like, what? My book is in the store? Wow, that's great. So that's
Yeah,
definitely a great moment. Yeah. Let me know how you feel
yeah.
after that. Definitely.
I feel that, like I said, that's going to be a surreal when I bring my books in and then they agree to actually sell them. And I think this big thing is too, because it's local. It's about Wausau, Wisconsin. I can't stress that enough. And about John Marshall Elementary School. That's the biggest thing for me and my friends and family that grew up in that time. Was just that has to be one of the biggest points, to really hammer home, is that it's very local, but also widespread. In the 80s is widespread. Different town, maybe same kind of circumstances of how they grew up, and it's a fun nostalgic look at it.
Do you have any advice for new authors?
Yeah, don't write it like this. Don't do these, and well, actually, don't be this sloppy. Yeah, don't be that sloppy. No, I think advice for, like I said before in this show, there's some people I've talked to when I said I'm going to have my book published and I got it published. They said, "Oh, I need to do that." I go, "Well, do it. What do you have to lose?" And if it's some people are their own critic, they're tough critics. But advice for young authors, you just got to sit down and write. And there's going to be some criticisms. I'll have some criticisms about this book, or maybe not, but you have to kind of go with the flow and keep. And there's going to be some times where you're going to have writer's block. I'll walk away from a little bit and come back to it, but make sure you take little notes. I had a little notepad too. I don't have with me. I had a little tiny notepad. I used all these little segments of the 80s, like it'd be the basketball games, the little league, the end of the sixth grade party, you go to the park, a lot of stuff. I just remember use those notes and come back to it. You can always take stuff out and put stuff in, because as an author, I'm the worst critic of my own book. I'm like, what is this? But then someone else like, I like that. Well, I don't know. We're so hard on ourselves sometimes, but just take your time, be confident, and do it your way. Because if someone can say something to you, but it's your book, so it's your choice for the rest of your life. So that's the best thing, and you got to go for it. Like the 80s, everything 80s is about just going for it and having a good time. Same thing should be nowadays. Don't worry about somebody else, thinks or says, or don't do this or do that. Just do it. So it's the advice that's helps me when they say, I'm glad you did the book. So it's pretty cool. I guess that's my biggest advice. So
Do you have another book in the works?
I have a couple in the works. I have Catch and Release. It's from the a song by the Silver Sun Pickups. The lyrics on that are you can kind of I wouldn't say figure it out, but it's for those lyrics. I'm not going to really go into. I don't want to go into that too much. But that one's kind of on the back burner right now. The biggest one I have right now is Glimpses. That's another memoir. I was prescribed a benzodiazepine back in the day. I would say 2018 to help with anxiety. Right? There's Xanax, there's clonazepam or Ativan, and they never told me long term that would affect my brain if you take it more than 4 weeks. So it's a kind of a honest and raw look at dependency on benzodiazepines as prescribed by the doctor is safe, and then recovery. And it was the toughest thing I've ever had to get off of because it not only affects you psychologically, but also affects you physically. It's awful. But at the same time, I'm sorry, I'm writing that to help people that are going through that same process. Like, don't give up. It's something that if you've gotten through it, and people if they've watched this and have been on said, don't I mean it's something you just I'm lucky I had the support I had. I exercised a lot, but that book is another thing that the glimpses will be a tough write for me because it's very emotional and it's personal,
Oh,
but it'll be fun. And I also have some vignettes that are coming out called "There Are Monsters Among Us," just little short stories that are pretty cool, and that's more of a true thing as well. So there's three of them, and then who knows? Maybe they want me to do a '90s book.
oh, that'd be
Like
nice.
I,
Do a 90s book. That'd be pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean '90s was a great time. '70s, I was only 6 years old from '74 to '80, but still, they maybe do a follow up on that too as well. But
definitely.
that's what I'm working on right now.
Wow, it's a lot. How many hours during the day do you spend writing?
It just depends on if I have writer's block or not. Some days, or what's going on in that day. Some days I'll just sit down and just flow and flow and flow and flow, maybe 2 or 3 hours at a time. Some days I'll just do maybe 15 minutes and I'll be like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it today. Kind of something else maybe on your mind. It's hard if there's other things in your life on your mind to really focus in. So I just say if you're going to write something, just really focus in on it. Don't worry about your story. Make sure you have a little peaceful spot and just let it go. So probably it varies day to day. 15, 2 to 3 hours. I've never done more than that just because it's very tedious, but
Yeah.
I have so much fun writing too. And that's the biggest thing. I
All
forgot
the
to show those.
memories. All the memories come back to you, right? Oh, what is that?
That is a wood block we made in sixth grade. And this is the Iceman was a basketball player named George the Iceman Gervin. Obviously, look how old this is from the sixth grade in the book. I didn't put it. Oh, yeah, I did put it in the book. Two letters fell off because the glue fell off, and there's signatures in the back as well.
Huh.
So it's one of those kind of cool, cherishing moments as a youngster. I held on to, and I'm sure some of my friends did as well. So it's a kind of a memento of the your sixth grade last year before you transitioned to middle school. So it was
Wow.
one of the things I wanted to bring on the show, and also, and you talked about this before,
The Equalizer.
Equalizer.
Oh, give me that. What season is that? I started watching it. I finished the first season. Oh, the complete. Oh, what season is that? I'm curious.
No, this is the complete collection. This is every season.
Okay, mail that to me. I need that, please.
Yeah.
I need it.
Remember, now there's equalizers now with Denzel Washington, right? And there's some
I'll
on
buy
TV
it
like in
off you. How
Latifah.
much you want for it?
Probably, it's probably $5,000. No, I'm
Oh
just kidding.
no.
This is the original Equalizer, Edward Woodward, and that's totally '80s because when we put it on, it's in the book. My parents would say, "What are you watching?" It was kind of violent back then, but it was cool. And I'd be like, "Oh, nothing, Mom and Dad, we're good." It was my brother and I tried to sneak watching the Equalizer.
But
So it
he's
was
a
such a
hero, though. He saved everyone. You
he does. He helps them out in the
know?
end. He's trying to help out the people that can't help themselves. And one more thing, out there.
Oh, it is. Oh, the Karate Kid. Have you seen the new one? I have to see the new one.
I haven't yet. I'm looking forward to that. They actually have the series. They brought that back, Cobra Kai.
Yes. See
What a
it? I
great
saw
memory
Cobra
of it.
Kai. Did you see Cobra Kai?
I did.
What do
It's
you think
good to
of
see the characters back again. I don't know what you thought of it, but that brings back some '80s nostalgia as well. All the '80s kind of making a transition back to shows
it? Yeah.
and '90s and '70s as well. But he's such a big thing. Last one before we're done. I don't know if you ever saw that one.
Oh, of course I did. I saw every single episode. That was a great,
Yes.
great show. Oh
I
yeah.
had to put the white. I had to plug the white shadow in there because
Yeah.
that's basketball.
Oh,
Had to
that
do
was
it.
great. That was great. That was great. Now I have to buy the equalizer off you.
Well, the complete. I found the equalizer. It's hard to find this.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know why they're not. Maybe now that he's making a comeback, they may be able to find it. But I found it a while ago, so I don't know.
I did get it.
It
I got
wasn't making enough
season
money.
one. I got season one from my local library. So I'm gonna see if I can get
Perfect.
season two. It's great.
Yeah, there were 3 or 4 or 5 seasons. It was a great show in the '80s and great theme music by Stuart Copeland. I got to put that in there as well from the Police. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, look at
Yeah.
all that goes hand in hand. Yep.
I love the music. It's still in my brain. I'm watching that.
It's
Good stuff.
it's it's kind of scary music, but because they did such good editing back then. It's so fun watching the editing process of it. So
I'm not
one
good
of the
with
more great series.
how does that song? You remember the melody of the Equalizer? How does it go? The
It goes
beat of it.
yeah.
That's it.
That's Stuart.
That's
That's
it.
that's him
That's
on the
it.
drums. And you see
Yeah.
catch him like oh person in the elevator, someone's coming after him. It's like as a kid that scared me. I mean, but then again, the show he always helped out the people that could help themselves, and that's a great part of the spirit of the '80s as well. I'm not saying everybody had the greatest time, but
Yeah, I
it was a
did.
friendly time and it was
I
great.
loved it. I loved it. It was good. It was good. Definitely. So what am I missing here? Where's your favorite writing place?
Writing place
Yeah.
probably outside and not the outside but in the table I have a little patio table outside
Oh,
if it's not so hot and hazy. It's a
yeah.
great way to write and listen to the birds, listen to nature, and just kind of get you a peace of mind. At that time, it has like a little water sprinkler too. So I mean, a lot of waterfall. You can hear the water going on of it. It's a tranquil place to really focus on. To me, there's not a lot of noise. I don't like to use my cell phone very much at that time because if you're going to focus in, that's the time you have to focus in as a writer. So yeah, that's probably my perfect place.
How about the best time? When do all the thoughts come into your head? The morning, the night, the evening?
Shower. You hear about the singing in the shower. Probably when you can't sleep sometimes as well, because you're thinking about, oh yeah, I remember this. During the day, there's a lot of stuff going on. Probably for me, morning, no, midday, probably night, or even after, like I said, when you're kind of just laying there going, oh, this is what's happening. Or shower. Oh yeah, I remember this. So yeah, of all those 3 places, the place that you wouldn't say you think you time of the day you talk about, but or the places you would do it is kind of where I would think about stuff. So
You
for the
gotta write
books,
it down. You have to hurry up and get out and write it down, right?
that's where the mental thing has to be in there. Don't remember this. Then as soon as you gotta go, like a comedian, you had like a joke and you write it down, or you think about like Seinfeld, and then it's like I forgot about it. It's kind of like having a dream. And it's like awesome dream. I go, what happened? I want to remember that. Was I living that? So anyway,
Yeah, yeah. It's funny. So can you show us your book again? I wanted to look at the back cover and the front cover for everyone to see again, the 86 kids.
I'm going to show you the
Who
hardcover
designed your
edition.
cover, by the way? I like your cover. Look at his cover, tennis racket. What does that mean? Tell me what that cover means. Why did you pick that
Oh,
particular cover?
it's symbolized. Well, you see it. I'm going to show it to you again. There's the
Yes.
kids are in the background too. And that's not me, obviously, but it's a picture of a kid with a tennis racket. The end of my book, I'm a certified tennis pro for 25 years, is when I got into tennis. So that was why I chose the tennis cover and the kids practicing in the background to just segue into my next career before I did the author stuff. So yeah, it was a great design. I love the colors and of course the back. This is a hardcover version of it, by the way.
Oh,
Hardcover stuff, So here and
right.
this, so that. But yeah, the cover looks really, really good. My publisher did a good job with the cover as well. Give me give me some proof of it, and it didn't take long for the cover. Actually, just had a couple of changes, so I was very happy with not having to go over and over it again. So yeah, that was a pretty big thing to have. And as a writer too, I should say one thing: the ones that are just first time writers, authors, make sure you have a good cover. Cover
Yes,
can sell.
it
So
does. It
that's
really does. Cover
it
definitely.
does.
Cover sells, book trailers sell, those things. any trailer at all. Those things are very good. I've been seeing your PR work. Not bad. I've seen it on Instagram. A lot of showing off of your cover and photos in the book. Do you have any? Can you show some photos from your book? What
Photos.
can
I
you
can open up,
share?
show them, sure.
Yeah,
Really quick here. Okay. There's I don't know if you can really see these.
tell us about it.
Um, it's different pictures that were taken. Like if you look at this one right here, that was my first tennis shoe. That was a John McEnroe tennis shoe. That was his specific for Nike. Over here is the trader card, my sixth grade little league team.
Oh
They always
wow.
had the pictures like that. It's like a little. It's cool because you're a kid. You put on an actual baseball card.
Oh,
It's local, but you feel special,
oh,
and that's
interesting.
pretty cool. And this is just at a tennis tournament. Real quick. My dad in the background here.
Oh, look
Like
at
this is
that. Look
my
at
first synthesizer keyboard,
wow.
and I
Okay,
don't know how to play piano at all.
these are cool. We're running out of time. I don't want to cut you
Hey,
off, but what can you
wait, last one.
say?
Talent show. Okay, no.
Oh, what can you say in closing? And again, thank you for coming on our show. It was a pleasure. It's Books and More 1818. What's the last word? What's the last word?
Last word. The book's available. Go check it out. Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and the local bookstores in Wausau have them out as well. It's that's my last word. It's a great time. The '80s. If you're a writer, keep writing. Be positive. Do it your way. Um, and don't say a lot in interview. You don't. That's not a good thing to say.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's kind of my closing. It's great to be on your show, and I look forward to many more.
Very good. Thank you so much for coming on a second time. It's been a pleasure. Books and More 1818 appreciates it.
Thank you.
Everyone, I hope you subscribe, give us a like, buy his book, The 86 Kids, available on Amazon. We said coming soon to Barnes& and Noble, right? Barnes& and Noble. Meanwhile, it's on Amazon. So please like, comment, share, and most important, review his book. It's important to get reviews. Thank you so much, Matt. Take care,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye
You too.
bye, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye now for everyone.